talking to you. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with us.
No, thanks for
It'll be good stuff, man. We'll blast it out there and try to get everybody fired up in the town.
Thanks for all you do.
Hey, I got a lot of great help. Thank you.
Thank you. Matters, man.
This is the fun stuff. I can't imagine how you feel.
No, it's incredible.
I mean, I know you were on the 06 and 07 championship in Florida.
Yeah.
And now here you are going to that big dance, man.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's great. Would you like to say something to our guys?
If you want me to, but I'll be short and sweet. Yeah.
This is our sheriff here in town. Okay.
Good to see you, Coach.
Mike Chitwood, and we're happy to have him. He's been in police officer for over 30-some years. And so what he does for our community, I can't even begin to tell you how grateful we are, how he serves here and protects us and keeps us. There's a lot of things that can happen in this Volusia County. We got a great area here, but also that brings a lot of tourism and a lot of other stuff we talk about all the time. But this guy 24/7's got his people out here putting their life on the line every day. Okay, every day, all right, to serve us. So we appreciate it. Let's give him a round of applause for what he does for us.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. First, I want to congratulate you. I mean, I know you guys are in the gym, you're working your ass off, but the people outside of the gym recognize everything that you're doing. This is one hell of an accomplishment to me. So, on behalf of the Sheriff's Office, we just want to tell you how proud you are and what you mean not only to our community, but what it means to this university. And man, I'm looking forward to where you guys get seated and watching you guys play and watching you show what the land, Florida, and Volusia County is all about on a national stage. And have a lot of fun, and God bless you. Keep it up, man. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. All right, let's bring it in. Here we go. Good job, guys.
All hats on 3. 1, 2, 3. All hats.
Welcome to another edition of Chit Chat, and man, what an exciting show we're going to have here. We are here with the Stetson Hatters head coach, Donnie Jones, and I'll tell you, you talk about basketball pedigree. The man played at Pikesville, Kentucky as a player, was an assistant coach there, assistant coach at Marshall, was an assistant coach at the University of Florida, and they won 2 national championships in 06 and 07. Head coach at UCF, head coach at Marshall, and since 2019 he has been here with Stetson, and man, he has led them to their first ever NCAA tournament. Coach, welcome.
Oh, thanks, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for coming.
I cannot imagine the feeling. First time ever. Great group of young men behind me. What are you looking for?
Yeah, you know what? It's exciting. Especially in this great community here in DeLand. So many great people like yourself that loves this community, and now to have this kind of excitement to be in March Madness, one of the biggest tournaments in the world for basketball, and so it's been incredible buzz here on campus for our students and our athletes.
I mean, take us through your season. 22-12 in the regular season, 11-5 in the conference, and then last Sunday, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, it's incredible. We started out the season with some big wins. Had a good win at UCF. We beat a good Charlotte team here. Played a very tough schedule, 10 games on the road of our first 15. Really, I think, grew this team, seasoned them, gave them some confidence, played against high-level competition. Came into conference play, we're back and forth pretty much up there, 1 or 2 the whole time. Ended up finishing second by 1 game, and I really thought our team took another step at the end of the season, just seeing us growing with confidence. And then, obviously, we were fortunate. We got the first 2 games at home, and we had an upset with Eastern Kentucky, got beat, gave us the championship game in our building. And obviously, this place is probably the first time it's been packed since the early years when it opened.
And Jalen went crazy in that game. But he scored, 42?
43 points.
43 points, 91% free throw shooter. I know we were really proud of him, got to meet him.
Sure.
So tell us about your roster and where we get some of these young men from.
Yeah, we got some kids from Indiana, as we mentioned, Jalen Blackman. We'll start with him. Obviously had 34 points in the second half of the championship game, set an ASUN record, most points scored in the championship. Jalen was newcomer of the year last year, first team all-conference back-to-back. He's 12 points short of breaking the single-season record scoring here at Stetson. But, Jalen's a junior, terrific player, led the ASUN in scoring. Stephon Swinson, our point guard, hit the big shot against Jacksonville, big 3 to win the game, to send us into the championship. He's from Belgium. He's a senior, all-time leading assist guy here at Stetson now. Our other guards, Alec Ogsavi, we call him AO, 6'5", senior. He's from up here in Gainesville, Florida. Terrific player as well. Then at the small forward spot, we play a freshman. He's from St. Pete. And Tristan Gross is his name. He's a really talented kid. And then the center spot, Alvin Gatarici. He's from Belgium as well, 6'11". And then, those are probably the main guys for us. We got Drayton Thompson, a transfer from Minnesota, that's come in, 7 foot. He's come from Big Ten. who came in this year, gave us a lot of great minutes. But we've had some great kids. We lost Josh Smith, our all-conference center, with an ACL, 3 weeks left in the season, which took us back for a minute, and we regrouped and we adjusted, and these kids have really rallied around him.
It's always next man up, and that comes from the coach. It flows down, next man up. And I will tell you, just meeting these young men, not only incredible athletes, but really good men when you get to talk to them, and you're blessed to have that in the organization. I know one of the things we talked about before we went on live here was the portal. How does that affect you and your day-to-day dealings?
Yeah, it's tough. It's here. Really started at the Power 5, where there's a lot of money, and now it's starting to filter down into this level. And so we've lost several kids over the last couple of years that's moved up to the Power 5 in different places. So, but we just embrace it. These kids come here, and they're going to come and go. They're going to have different opportunities. And we just got to continue to find that happy medium to where we got kids that developed and grow. We're almost like a farm system sometimes with kids, being able to take another step and go. But our job is to grow people, grow men, help them be better citizens in the community, help them get a degree. If we can keep them here, all 4 of these seniors will graduate with their degree.
That is fantastic.
Here this year, which is outstanding. Yeah. And so they'll have great opportunities, opportunity to come back, or other opportunities.
Well, you talked about that a little bit. Touching on that COVID rule that came into place. So some of these men can come back under the COVID rule, but you're worried about the portal.
Yeah, the portal's always going to be a thing. When you have success, people come, and so people love winners in this world. So I think, these guys have a year to come back, and COVID gave a year. This is the last group to be able to get that extra year. When those guys come in freshmen, it's very difficult that COVID season.
So, personal question: you're a basketball lifer, clearly. Okay, you love your men. You love basketball.
Sure.
When that clock hit 0 on Sunday, and you knew you were big dance bound, how did that feel running your own program?
You know what? It was just like it stopped. And everything went in slow motion. And I was thinking, who do I hug first? Right? I'm looking around, and they're all on the floor jumping up. So I was just trying to find my wife. But all these students were running. I thought, I'm going to get knocked out here by some of these students. I'm going to make Sports Center getting ran over. So I found my wife, obviously, and got to embrace with her because she's been the star behind this whole thing with the sacrifice our wives make in this business.
Probably a good move, seeking out your wife.
Absolutely.
Probably a good move to do that.
Absolutely.
Speaking of ESPN, I was messing around on the computer the other day, and everybody is speculating where you're going to end up.
Sure.
And I saw where Joe Lenardi had you guys seated 16 against UConn. I know you don't have a crystal ball. Sunday's your watch party. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those. There's still a chance you could go to Dayton and be in the playing game. There's still a lot of things being played out here in the next few days. Hopefully there's some upsets so some of those other teams go to Dayton and play the play-in game. But that's what we have to do. I coached at Dayton 5 years ago. I got a lot of friends here.
Yeah,
I got a lot of friends. Yeah, so we'll be happy to go there, but we're just happy to be in it, and you're going to have to play your way. This is my 15th NCAA tournament as a coach. And so here it's special as anywhere I've ever been. But we did it all the way to Monday night, 6 in a row to play in the championship, and they were all hard. So every one of them's hard, no matter who you play.
I think the one thing we talked about, and when you were so gracious enough to let me speak to the young men, was you really don't have anything to lose. You played so hard to get here. How often in life do I get to go on a court, play a game that I love, and say I get to play as hard as I can and let it all hang out? And who knows? Maybe 1989 repeats itself in 2024 if you get that number 1 seed UConn or you get Tennessee or wherever you're going to get. I think you guys, you're in a great spot.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what the danger is for whoever you're going up against.
Yep, absolutely. So your kids, you want them to go play with confidence, you want them to play loose, you want them to enjoy the moment and take it in. Sometimes we get in stuff when we're in it, but we don't take a break and go, wow, let's enjoy this moment. You want to stop time sometimes, right?
Amen.
And so, they get a chance to do that. This will be their story for the rest of their life.
Absolutely. They'll never forget this. And you can see it in their eyes. You can see the enthusiasm when I came in the gym, when you got to shake their hands. And the one message I had for them was, I remember back in 1989, number 16 Princeton and Coach Petey Carell going up against an overall number 1 seed in Georgetown.
Yep.
And Hoyas and John Thompson, and they lost by 1 point.
Yep.
And then I think it was like 7 years later, they beat UCLA as a 16 seed. So, you guys going in there, you got history on your side. And
absolutely.
I know we're all rooting for you.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's a great story. It's a great message to share. those guys understand there will be a Cinderella. Somebody will be here this year.
Hey, and we're hoping it's you guys.
We
You
are.
certainly have earned it. Sunday night, tune in to ESPN. You're going to get to absolutely see Coach and the Stetson Hatters as they get their assignment for where they head for March Madness. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you,
Absolute
Mike.
pleasure.
Appreciate
You're running
it.
an absolutely great program.
Yeah, thank you. Great to have you.
So thanks for tuning in. Sunday, watch the selection show, and let's root Stetson on to victory in round one.